scriptures this morning. We've been meditating a few weeks on particular passages of scripture the Lord brought to our heart and mind, and been thinking about what His purpose is for sending this our way. I don't know what His purpose is for you, but it seems like He's been giving me a little understanding and revelation about some things I've observed when I run into various people. And the scripture that came to my mind is Ephesians 6 and 12. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." We live in a world that contains the flesh and blood part of this world, the part we can see, the part we experience over the course of our life. But sometimes we forget that there is another part of this world that we cannot see. And it is the world in which the angels, Satan, and his instruments operate. And oftentimes, through the course of being out in public, I've noticed things in people, and what came to my mind is what they are dealing with an imposition of Satan. And other times, I see people that were maybe born as children, and they're at a certain age, and they have health deficiencies or other ailments upon their body, and I can't help but wonder, why do they have it? Mm-hmm. You know, in the Old Testament, sometimes the children would inherit things from the previous generations because of their actions. And we can also recall the account when Jesus was dealing with the blind man, and there was a discussion about, was he blind because of the sins of his parents or some other reason? And Jesus said it was none of these things. But he was blind because it was to be to the glory of God. As I think about this incident that occurs here in the 13th chapter of Luke, and we consider the title, "The Spirit of Infirmity." The definition of infirmity is the state of being weak in health or body. And in the dictionary, it had in parentheses, especially from old age. Then there is debility, feebleness, and frailness, also described as an infirmity. Some infirmities come over the course of our life where maybe we made poor choices in some of the things we did,